2022 Ironman was some of the best racing we've seen the entire season in outdoor racing. I'm talking about the race between Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna talk about some of the race incidents and talk about some of the things that happened throughout the day today. So 450 Moto 1 wasn't the best for Jason Anderson as he crashed immediately on the start, getting tangled up with another rider. Christian Craig decided that he wanted to get the whole shot and lead a little bit of the race today, which was super duper awesome at the same time. I was a little upset that Jason Anderson crashed right off the start. Me and Anderson, we're not the best friends all the time. I feel like the little battle between him and Mookie went on a little too much during Supercross. However, the guy is strong. He's riding hard. He's putting every bit of his heart into it. So him going down off the start of the race was kind of it was a little disappointing for me. But to see Christian Craig turn around and show these kids that I got what it takes to get a whole shot and catch the lead, and then he fell back throughout the moto, but hey, he hung up front with Ken Roxon, Eli Tomac, and Chase Sexton for a little while, which was really nice. I dig that. Good vibe. I was also really excited to see Ryan Dungey hanging it up, man. He was throwing it out. He was doing work. Mr. Coffee, as a lot of people like to call him. He was doing his ride. Justin Barsha was out there. He was up in the top too. I think I noticed over this race, Barsha was a little bit different. I think Sakamoto he had an issue, and we'll do a completely different video to talk about the Justin Barsha incident that occurred and some of the other crashes that happened in Sakamoto. So guys, once you get done with this one, stick around. I'll be dropping another video soon. But getting back to the racing, I didn't know that this race was going to unfold the way it unfolded, man. It had my mind blown. First off, you've got Ken Roxon and Eli Tomac battling, first and second battling through this race. And on top of that, you had Christian Craig and Chase Sexton battling in the opposite position of third and fourth. So Sexton had to get by Craig and Eli had to get by Roxon. And it was just crazy because both of them boys were being blockers, right? They were blocking, they were trying to hold up the other rider so that their team could get that dub. Like Honda hasn't had a win in over 18 years, which they talked about that was insane to me. But the way the racing took place at Ironman 2022 was just intense, insane. It had me on the edge of my seat, and the second moto was just as heated. So make sure you come back for second moto review if you didn't get to watch the race. Back into it, guys. So this particular race had many of us wondering if Ken Roxon, once Chase Sexton caught up, because we knew it was inevitable. Kenny's a good rider. He gasses out. He did his best to hold Tomac back. Tomac finally makes the pass. Ken fights him for a little bit. But ultimately, Ken falls back, and here comes Sexton. Now, I've noticed this. I think Kenny is like, yeah, I know Sexton's in the title hunt, but I'm not about to just move over. I'm not going to make it the easiest thing in the world. I'm going to give Sexton a little bit of a fight. And I know a lot of people are a little bit, maybe he shouldn't do that. Maybe he doesn't understand, but I think it is a respect thing. It's not like Kenny hasn't won a championship before. It's not like Kenny wasn't on top at one point. Ken Roxon is still a really hardcore rider, man. I mean, I don't know people who go out there and ride their ass off and get championships and just let their teammates by just because they're not in championship contention. I feel like a little bit of fight. I know he's not gonna ride him dirty. It's Ken Roxon. He's gonna ride him dirty, but he's gonna give Sexton a little bit of work. Sexton's gonna have to put in that work in order to get by him. But it was really nice to see it, man, because once Sexton got by, man, I thought Tomac was just going to gap it. And that's when things got crazy, guys. That's when things got crazy, I swear. Within about 2 laps, Chase Sexton puts on one of the most vicious charges, pushing for Eli Tomac. And typically, we know this is the other way around. Tomac's the charger. He's the guy that comes after you when he gets that blood in the water. The shark is the beast comes out. So mind-boggling. You see Chase running up, and he's catching up to him, and I was like, in my mind, he's going to be on that rear tire real soon. This is going to be a clean pass. This is going to be good, and Chase probably going to walk away. Little did I know. We're going to pause for a second. We're going to talk about this moment that happened in the race where everybody was like, oh my gosh, Chase Sexton, he cut the track. Yo, man, people were wilding about this. It kind of had me. I was like, whoa, I get it. All right, I get it. But he didn't really cut the track. It was unintentional. He gained no time. He gained no position. But I still seen so many people going, he cut the track. He's going to get ducked. He needs to get dagged. Bro, I was like, chill out, guys. That's literally a racing incident. Let that ish slide. Let's see what's about to happen between Tomac and Sexton. Because literally, after that, Sexton lost about 2 seconds of time. However, Tomac ended up making a mistake in the next two turns that all that time that he gained, he lost. So a lot of people were sitting there thinking, oh man, no, he gained time. No, Tomac made a mistake, which is rare in Tomac's case. He made a mistake. So any time that Chase actually lost, he picked it right back up because of what happened to Eli in in a few turns right after Sexton's mistake. So it was just meant to be, guys. It was just fate, okay? Let it ride. So now let's talk about this heated battle between Chase Sexton. Chase Sexton and Tomac put on a freaking show for us. And the moment Chase passed Tomac, I thought he was gonna start to walk away. But like I say, guys, little did I know what they had in store for us today because they put on the show, they put in the work, and Tomac's pass back was phenomenal. So it was at this moment that we were just watching, guys. We knew it was happening. Tomac came on the inside, got side by side with Sexton, man. And I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Like the line crossing, all this action was going down. Riders were moving out of the way. Tomac right on the outside. I guess Sexton maybe thought the lap rider was going to get in his way. Tomac breezed by Sexton. And at that point, I was kind of like, oh no, what's going to happen? Because I just know the beast, man. When he puts the hammer down, he puts the hammer down. But Sexton stayed in there for a hot minute. They were running pretty close to each other, wheel to wheel, just switching lines, just trying to get the pass. Like, it was a heated battle. It was probably the most monumental battle we've had this season, and it happened in Ironman. Now, this isn't where it ended, of course, but as you could see, I swear Sexton was pushing, but he just couldn't contend with the beast that is known as Tomac. I mean, Tomac starts gapping a little bit. He starts pulling away a little bit. Some of the line selections started being better for Tomac. He was pulling out of those turns a lot more aggressively than Sexton was. Sexton looked smoother, but Tomac was really putting in heaters. Tomac was really putting in work, and the gap just started to grow in this race. So there was a point where you could tell that, Chase Sexton, he was just done. He knew that he couldn't catch up with Tomac, so he was just going to ride his race, get a second place finish, and be done with it. But that battle lasted for a good 5 to 6 minutes, and it was some intense racing. I think we saw Chase put in work, but I think we just saw that Eli Tomac brought more heat. He brought more energy. He brought more of that fight than what Chase actually had. Now I had high hopes for Chase in this race, guys. I thought he was really gonna bag it and take it home. He didn't, but we still got a good show out of it. And by the end of it, like at Moto 1 was hot. We knew Moto 2 was going to be hot, and Moto 2 is really a clincher too, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you. But make sure you come back. We'll check out Moto 2. A lot happened from, oh boy, Anderson crashing in the first turn. We had Kenny playing blocker. We had Craig playing blocker. There was some good racing. Dungy was killing it. And Aaron Plessinger out of nowhere ends up on the podium. APP ended up third place, which nobody really talked about Aaron Plessinger because the battle was so hot between Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac. Edge of your seat. APP just snuck up and did what he do best and got him a podium finish. Although I do think that if there hadn't been that very beginning crash with Anderson, he would have been somewhere up there too, fighting for the lead. Racing was good. Racing was great. I hope y'all enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Moto 2, make sure you come back. Mad love.